that what was going on in my head was not what other people were saying about the way the world worked, or how you get through life, or what was even going on in the spiritual plane. So I kept that all really buttoned down, and I was pretty like, you know, this is me. I am the, like, I fit into the All-American Parade. I'm a baton twirler, and I'm this. And then I had all these thoughts about life, which were, like, totally antithesis of anything that anybody around me was saying. So when I read that, I went, oh, my God, there's other people, you know, like billions of them, that think like this and have this whole other approach to living life and also to what happens afterwards. So that just really turned me on, and I gave myself permission at that point to really start researching and diving in and understanding more about all philosophies, spiritualities, religions, and really marching through that. Because when I was a little kid, Mitch, in my little town, I used to get up on Sunday mornings by myself, and I would go to different churches. They were all variations of Christian church, obviously, but I would be like, okay, this week I'm a Baptist, and I'm a Methodist, and now I'm a Catholic, and my parents are just cool. My parents are totally cool, just cool hippies, Bill and Sandy, and they'd be like, okay, bye, sweetie, I'm 8 years old, and I'm trucking off. And so I was always kind of looking for somebody who was going to say the thing that I was thinking, and I didn't really find it there, but I found it in books.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's excellent that you mentioned all those different religions, and you're dabbling in a little bit of everything, because I'm going to ask you a question about that.
Okay.
So what are your beliefs in terms of spirituality and religion? What are your ideas, thoughts about all of that?
My belief is that whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. It's all right, as John Lennon would say.
I was going to say, sounds like a song.
That's John Lennon. And as long as the intention is pure for doing right by yourself and right by humanity, I embrace all philosophical, spiritual practices. I have a personal belief, and this is absolutely personal, no views of anybody else, that all the major religious leaders that have come and people write about in different books and things like that, that it's actually one or two of the same people being reincarnated and giving the same message in different cultures. I think that the basic tenet of, you know, the golden rule and all of those types of things, right action, as you would call it in Buddhism or whatever it is, it's all good. And I think that as we advance in humanity, that the more people who embrace that it's all good, whatever you believe, then the higher that the whole planet is lifted.
Oh,
how
excellent.
about you, Mitchell?
You know, I've been studying, like I said, when I was 12, I became this Nichiren Buddhist and learned all about that. And after that, I actually started studying religion. I became really fascinated by it. So I was probably more exposed. I know my mom's turning over in her grave right now. Sorry, Millie. But we didn't have a lot of religion in our home when I grew up. So I was probably more exposed to other people. Most of the people around us were Christians and Catholics, so I would go to church and say I believe in all of it, because what it all came down to in every one of these religions that I studied or practiced, it all came down to the very same thing. We all just want to be connected to Source. And again, just like Brandy said, God, Source, higher consciousness. You can call it whatever you want, but I think that in all of these religions there seems to be that same draw to just for people to really feel connected to God, connected to Source. So I just take a little bit of everything right now. I happen to be following Amaji. I think she's the most precious, beautiful, adorable little Indian saint. And she comes to Santa Fe or to Albuquerque now every year. So for about 20 years now, I've been checking in with Amaji, and I have my little rituals that I do on my own with Amaji. But I think one of the reasons why I've leaned towards Hinduism more than anything else is there really is no judgment about whatever your belief is. It's all good, and it's all whatever it is that's going to get you to where you want to go is exactly what you need to be doing. The one thing I would like to say, if we all could just let go of judgment. If you're not already there, if you're not already at your goal, then there's probably some work you need to do to get there. So people in glass houses can't throw stones, bottom line. So if everybody could just let everybody else have whatever experience they need to have the spirituality. But for right now, in this human condition, in this body, we're making it up. So get over yourself.
Well, you know what, Mitch? When I drove up to Pilates this morning, Christine's car was there. Christine is a friend of ours. She put a new bumper sticker on the back of her car. She's not a bumper sticker kind of gal. She has a beautiful car, so I saw it right away. And it says, militant agnostic. I don't know, and you don't know either. And I just cracked up because, you know, I think that's pretty accurate. So where are you headed, Mitch?
Yeah, where am I headed?
Where are you headed? Meaning that's my next question for you. We talk about where we're headed and where we want to go. You know, lots of us have kind of life path plans or kind of a sketch that's kind of laid out there how it ends up when we never really know. That's kind of the joy of being on the planet. But where are you headed? What do you want to do?
Yeah, you know what, Brandy? I am so passionate. I've spent my whole life, since that 12-year-old boy, even earlier than that, thinking about the mind and how our thoughts work and how we get what we want and how to get more of what we want to experience and how to let go of everything else and how to uplift each other and just to find more peace, more harmony in the world. I mean, I know, I was a hippie back in, you know, when I was 10 years old. I used to hang out in Greenwich Village, and so I'm just a good old hippie guy, and I mean, that's really what I want. So what I see myself doing is teaching people, having classes. I mean, my plan is to have a network TV show where I can interview people, where you and I, so where I see myself is helping people understand how their mind works so that they can experience more comfort in their body, more joy in their life, just be more content with all the peace that they have in their life right now.
Sounds like a plan, my friend.
Yeah, what about you?
Well, you know, we talk about our plans quite a bit together, and they happen to be pretty much along the same road, so not much different than what you just said, Mitchell. From the time I was quite young, I've been a little bit of an orator. I love getting up and speaking to people. My mission, as I motivate, as we talk about the things that are possible for any human, is to present them ways to get there. Now, not every way is going to work for every person. That's why I love exploring all of these different things that people do to achieve greatness or success, or when I use those words, I mean what they want. I don't mean whatever your definition of success. So it's about motivating. It's like, yeah, are you ready for something different? Have you suffered enough? Are you ready to change your life now? And then, boom, here's a way to do it. Boom, here's another way to do it. How about this? How about that? You know, we're going to be authors, Mitch. We'll have the radio spots, the television things, and, you know, really speaking all over the world. But it's all about, for me, uplifting humanity. And I don't mean I come in and I can uplift humanity. I'm saying here's a tool where you can get closer to Source, where you can feel that bliss and peace and joy in your life so you can have a different experience. And let's just spread it around.
Using Mind Over Matter, we intend to teach easy, self-empowering, and effective tools for people to have more success in their lives. More success in letting go of stress and anxiety and enjoying more deep, healing relaxation. To experience more ease, comfort, and well-being in your body and mind. We show you a variety of tools for you to be more successful in reaching all your personal goals, having more self-confidence, developing a deep belief in yourself, and enjoying more prosperity. Let us know if there's any way we can assist you in finding what you need to have more success in your life, reaching your goals. www.itsyourmindthatmatters.com.
Hey, contrast is contrast, Mitch. We're going to have the negativity. I'm not some Pollyanna optimistic, like, woo, it's all going to be like Nirvana and, you know, things like that. I think we're here on Earth to play the game and see the contrast.
The game board, I love that.
Yeah, the game board. But if you're personally tired of all of that contrast in your life, if you'd like a little less drama, a little bit less pain, a little less negativity, I would love to teach you some things that I know about how you can have that.
Excellent. And you know, we're going to start that right now. So everybody get a pen.
Get a pen.
I'm serious, get a pen. You got a pen. So what I want you to write down is this. This, from what Brandy is saying, this is how you can start right now getting more of what you want. Because like Brandy said, the contrast doesn't really go away. You get to choose. So write this down. If this is what I don't want, then what do I want? That question can get you through just about anything. If this is what I don't want, what do I want? Because that's the whole purpose of contrast. And remember, the contrast is part of the plan.